Good evening and welcome to a new season of Mesabi Sports on YouTube from the Memorial Gymnasium in Aurora. This is Bill Crete along with my beautiful wife Christy Crete on the camera, bringing you the girls volleyball action. All right, it's a brand new season of Mesabi East Volleyball. We've got a brand new coach here for the Mesabi East Giants. It's Cheryl Hinderman, and she's assisted by Emily House. And of course, it's our first match of the season here tonight for the Giants. And so it'll be interesting to see how our team will bond together and be cohesive with our seniors. You know, every year we graduate the seniors from the year before, and everybody moves up, and you got to find out who can play and who doesn't. And of course, we're playing the Nashwauk-Keewatin Spartans here tonight, and this is their second match. They played on Thursday night up at Big Fort and beat Big Fort 3-0. So they've got one game under their belt already, and that makes a difference when you get the season rolling. Some players to watch for here. First of all, for the Mesabi East Giants, we have Marta Forsline back. She's an outside hitter, and she just kills the ball. I mean, she's just a beast on the outside, and she also hits real well in the middle. And of course, we have Molly House, a junior, and she's another good, solid outside hitter. And of course, her younger sister, also Katie, is an outside hitter as well. So we've got three strong hitters up front for the Giants this year, and it's going to come down to how well the Giants can pass the ball and get things set up. Now, for the visiting Nashwauk-Keewatin Spartans, they've got 5 seniors, and they've got some pretty good, solid outside hitters as well. Elena Evans is a senior. And, of course, they have Ava Gangle also is one of their key players. So it's going to come down to how well they match up. And, again, with the volleyball, it comes down to being able to serve, receive, get good sets from your setter so that your attackers can attack the ball hard. And again, it's a matter of keeping the ball on the floor. Got to avoid all those unforced errors. And if you can do that, then you'll have a good season. All right, we've got the school songs being played, and we're just a minute or so away from the player introductions, the national anthem, the player introductions, and it will be underway from the Memorial Gymnasium here in Aurora. Beautiful night for volleyball. We've got a pretty good crowd over here on the home side, and Nashwauk brought a lot of people along with them tonight as well, so got an excellent crowd. Again, the first match of the season for the Giants, so I'm sure they got a little bit of jitters. The JV lost 2-1 to Nashwauk here before the varsity game, and of course that's why we're getting a little bit of a late start, is because that went to 3 sets in the match. And you can see both teams are working on their serves. All right, horn is going to sound. And there it is. And I'm not sure if they're going to do the player introductions first or the national anthem. We'll see. Just waiting for public address announcer Mr. Denny Hansen to get things started.
Good evening. Welcome to the Mesabi Memorial Gymnasium. Tonight's match is between the Nashwauk-Keewatin Spartans and the Mesabi Giants. At this time, we ask you to rise for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, there was our national anthem, and now we'll have the introduction of the players. First of all, the non-starters for the Nashwauk-Keewatin Spartans. All right, we have number 1, Jaden Bruner. Number 4, Veronica Gangle. Number 7, Elliot Kackman. Number 10, Gabriella Galley. And number 24, Gracie Surich. And here's the starters, the sophomore, number 3, Emma Noonan. A senior, number 11, Elena Evans. A sophomore, number 14, Gracelyn Hawking. A junior, 15, Lily Dasovich. And an 8th grader, number 18, Gabrielle Woodman. And a senior, number 22, Ava Gangle. And the head coach for the Nashwauk-Keewatin Spartans is Jessica Noonan, and assisted by Denise Clajo. And now here's our Mesabi East Giants. First of all, the non-starters. Number 1, Lacey Carlson. Number 6, Tatiana Baker-Lehman. Number 13, Micah Honkala. Number 17, Eliza Pazis. Number 18, Faith Mano. Number 19, Olivia Suler. And number 20, Brianna Dahl. And here's the starters for the Mesabi East Giants. And got a little cheerleader, but I don't know her name. All right, an 8th grader, number 5, Katie House. A 9th grader, number 7, Finley Asama. A junior, number 12, Reese Hakela. A senior, number 14, Lainey Rust. A junior, number 15, Molly House. And a senior, number 16, Marta Forstline. And the first-year head coach for the Mesabi East Giants is Cheryl Hinderman, and assisted by Emily House. And the officials for tonight's ball game are Mr. Brian Carey. She'll be up here on the stand, and Mr. Scott Staples. And the line judges will be Olivia Forstline and Chris Bodwin. And of course, our public address announcer and clock keeper is Mr. Dennis Hansen, the scorebook keeper, Mr. Lance Kupka, and our libero person, Mrs. Holly Cromley. All right, and we're just moments away from getting underway here in this first match of the season for the Mesabi East Giants. And of course, Nashwauk-Keewatin is 1-0 on the year, beating the Big Fork Huskies 3 sets to none last Thursday night up in Big Fork. And again, as I said earlier, you just don't know how we're going to start the season off, especially in this first match. You know, they've all got a little bit of jitters because it's their first time out here on the floor for the season, and a new head coach and a new system. So we'll see how this works out. And of course, we got Marta Forstline in the middle up in the front. Lainey Rust, number 14, over on the far side. And we got number 15, Molly House, here in the front. Okay, and it looks like Nashwauk won the serve, or the toss, so they'll be serving first. Back to serve is number 3, Emma Noonan. And there's the high serve across. Reese Hakela up to Rust. The middle attack, and it's down. A nice kill by Marta Forstline. So a great way to get the season started here for the Giants. A solid kill right into that near corner here on this side. And back to serve is Lainey Rust for the Giants. A nice soft serve into the middle. Here's the set. The attack, a little push pass across. Dug out nicely there by Rust, but there was nobody home to pick up the pass. And so it'll be a side out and a point to the Spartans. 1-1 just underway here in this first set tonight. from the Memorial Gymnasium. A beautiful night for volleyball. Number 4, Veronica Gangle, serving into the middle. Asama up ahead to Rust. And the ball hits the tape and rolls over into the Spartan side. There's a solid attack. Oh, nice dig there by Asama. Pass across. Here's a set attack, a push pass across there by Ava Gangle. Oh, nice little tip there by Emily. Push pass from Rust all the way back into the corner. Dug out nicely by the Spartans. Solid attack. Oh, big block there by Marta. Nice volley here. Asma up ahead to Rust. And we got a block at the net. And apparently it did not go over the net. And it was last touched by the Giants, so it'll be a point for the Spartans. 2-1. Again, Veronica Gangle with the serve. Pass is dug out up ahead. Oh, and it's just a little too hard. It goes out of bounds. It'll be 3-1. So Marta got high in the air, but it was wide left. Reese dug it out nicely. And it's a free ball coming across. Dug out in the back by Gangle. Here's the attack. Dug out by House and Molly House, but we're going to have a carry on the Giants. And so it's going to be 4-1 Spartans. Giants need to come up with need to break the serve here. Okay, a nice pass there by Finley Asama. Rust, and it's 4 hits. 5-1. You might have to take a timeout here pretty quick just to settle us down and try to break the serve. We'll see. Here's a soft serve into the front. House to Rust. Molly House. And again, it did not go over. 4 hits. 6-1. Veronica Gangle. Pass up ahead. Rust. Push pass across by Hakala. Here's the set. And the attack. Oh, nice block up at the front. Kind of a double block there between Molly House and Marta Forsyth. So he finally broke the serve. And it's 6-2. And coming in to serve for the Giants is number 18, Faith Mano. And Faith is just a freshman. Here's the serve. There's the set. Pass up ahead from Mano to Rust. Back set to Hakala. Left-handed push pass across, dug out nicely by the, oh, big block. Nice job at the net. Asama, boy, she got up high and knocked that ball down. And of course, she is just a freshman herself. So the Giants are really young up front in here. 6-3. Giants trying to cut into this lead here in this first set. Here's the serve. Push pass across by Gangle, dug out by House. Rust across to Molly House, and the attack just wasn't there. Then it'll be a side out and a point to the Spartans. 7-3. And back to serve is, looks like number 10, I think it is. Or no, number 18. And that's Gabrielle Woodman. Asma to Rust. Attack by House. Woodman, pass up ahead. Gangle. And we were across the net. We reached over the net and knocked it down. So 8-3. Woodman, she's just an 8th grader. Nice serve into the back. Asma. House with the free ball coming all the way across. Woodman up ahead at the net. And that was awful close to being over the net once again, but he didn't call it. So it'll be a side out and a point for the Giants. 8-4. Giants trailing by 4. Molly House back to serve. Subbing in the front row is number 6, Tatiana Baker-Lehman. Here's House with the serve. A powerful serve. Gangle going to have a free ball coming across. House up ahead to Rust. Attacked by Hakala. And the Spartans can't handle it, and it'll be a point for the Giants. 8-5. And of course, Molly House is a junior. Dug out nicely by Woodman. There's a back set and attack. Mano to Rust. Middle attack by Asama. Woodman. Oh, nice save there. Good volley by Spartans. Oh, and the Giants just couldn't quite dig it out. 9-5. Once again, we're in the first set here tonight. First match of the year for the Giants. Second match for the Spartans. House up ahead to Rust. Back set. And one of the Spartans was in the net, so it'll be a side out and a point for the Giants. Okay, number 12, Reese Hakla back to serve. And Reese is a junior this year. And the left-hander, nice serve across. Dug out by Gangle. Oh, big block up at the net. Hakala up to Rust. Here's the attack by Baker-Lehman. And she got high in the air. And that's her first varsity kill for Tatiana Baker-Lehman. Her first varsity kill. And boy, did she get up there and nail it. 9-7. Hakla with the serve. Gangle. Gangle with attack across. And it's out. So a nice job there of communication by the Giants, recognizing that that ball was deep. Giants are back within 1, 9-8. Reese had to go out into the hallway to get the ball back. Noonan with a free pass across. House up ahead to Rust. Here's the attack by Asama. And it's down, so a nice job there by the freshman. Nice kill by Finley Asama. And we're all tied up at 9 apiece here in this first set. Hakla with the serve. A soft serve, but goes just into the net, and it's one of those unforced errors that you hate to see. And it gives the Spartans control of the ball and the lead. Back to serve is number 15, Lily Dasovich. She's a junior. House up to Rust. Back set over to Asama, and she just does a nice little tip into the middle. Finds the open spot in the floor. And it'll be a side out and a point for the Giants. All tied up again at 10-10. And back to serve is the freshman, Finley Asama. Nice serve all the way into the back row. Woodman up to Gangle. Attack, big block by Forceline. And somebody is in the net. Oh, it was a carry by one of the Spartans. And so the Giants get their first lead of the night. 11-10. Finley Asama again with the serve. Nice, powerful serve. Oh, and it's just wide right. She was trying for that right corner over there and just missed it. All right. Another substitution coming in for the Spartans, number 14, Gracelyn Hawking. And I believe she'll be checking in to serve. Yes, she is. And Hawking is a sophomore. Molly House to Rust. Noonan with the set. Middle attack, dug out nicely by Asama in the back row. Baker-Lehman with a pass across. Gangle up ahead. Nice attack there by Evans. Gangle with the back set to Noonan. Giants dig it out. Oh, nice job there by Baker Lehman to get it across. Gangle over to Evans. And it's too long. It'll be a side out and a point for the Giants. 12-11. It was a nice volley there that time. Back to serve is Tatiana Baker Lehman. She's going to do a jump serve. And it just goes into the net. Powerful serve. And subbing in into the back row is going to be number 5, the 8th grader, Katie House. And back to serve is number 3, Emma Noonan for the Spartans. Here's her serve into the back. Hakala to House to her sister Molly. Dug out by Noonan. Evans with it. There's the attack from the back row by number 4, Veronica Gangle, but she can't get a hold of it, and it'll be another point for the Giants. 13-12. Giants on top by 1. Lainey Rust back to serve. Nice serve into the middle, dug out by Gangle. Noonan with the set. And a little push pass across there by Woodman. And the Giants can't handle it, and it'll be a side out and a point to the Spartans. We're all tied up again here in the first set, 13-13. And serving is Veronica Gangle, the senior for the Spartans. Asama to Rust. And the set was a little bit too close. Actually, the set was for the Spartans, but they were in the net. So it'll be a side out and a point to the Giants. And coming in to serve is number 18 for the Giants, Faith Mano, the freshman. Nice serve across into the middle. Back set to Woodman. Mano. House. Nope. Somebody's in the net for the Spartans. Number 22. That's Ava Gangle. It'll be another point for the Giants. 15-13, the largest lead of the night for the Giants. They're up by 2. Mano serve. Dug out by Woodman. And the attack in the back row there from Dasovic is too long. And it goes out of bounds. Another point for the Giants. 16-13. Okay, we got a substitution. Oh, we got a timeout here taken by the Spartans, and that'll be their first timeout here of this set. And I don't know, the score is different up there. It's 15-14, so apparently the Spartans got that point. Okay, so here's our first timeout, and again, you know, it's the first match of the year for the Giants. They were down early, but they held their composure and came back and taken the lead here midway through in this first set. I've seen some good things up there at the net. Marta Forceline has had a couple of kills. Even our freshman, Finley Asama, has had a couple of kills up there as well. She's looking really good. All right, back to serve for the Spartans will be number 18, Gabrielle Woodman. She's an 8th grader. Here's the serve, Molly House. Up ahead. There is the attack. Dug out nicely by Noonan. Woodman up ahead. Up. And somebody was in the net for the Spartans. I'm not sure why they had been in the net there, but it's a point for the Giants. 16-14. The Giants back up by 2. Okay, number 6, Tatiana Baker Lehman checking back in the front row. Molly House, number 15. The junior back to serve. A strong serve. Woodman. Gangle up ahead. Dug out nicely by Mano. Rust with the set. Little push pass there by Lehman. Big block there by Asama. So a nice job by Finley Asama to get up high and block that little push pass that was coming across. Okay, number 10, Gabriella Galley checking back into the ball game for the Spartans. Molly House with the serve for the Giants. Giants up by 3, 17-14. And there's that unforced error again into the net. And back to serve for the Spartan is number 22, Ava Gangle, the senior. Nice serve into the back. House up ahead to Rust. And Lehman with a little push pass across, but we've got somebody in the net for the Spartans. It looks like number 3, Noonan, Emma Noonan. So it'll be another point for the Giants. 18-15. And back to serve for the Giants is number 12, Reese Hakel, the left-hander. Woodman to Gangle. Here's the attack by Noonan, and it's wide right. It'll be another point for the Giants. 19-15. All right, subbing back into the front row for the Spartans is number 11, Elena Evans. Oh, it was tip. Okay, so we had a tip. So it's a side out and a point to the Spartans. Lily Dasovic. Pass up ahead. Finley Osma with the free ball across. Woodman up to Gangle. Noonan with a little push pass across, but her foot was across the underneath the net. So it'll be a side out and a point to the Giants. Okay, so readjusted score up on the scoreboard. It's the Giants 18 and the Spartans 16 now. And back to serve is number 7, the freshman Finley Osama. Here's the serve. Nice dig there by Gangle. A little push pass across. Attack there by number 10, Gabriella Galley, and the Giants can't handle it. And it'll be a side out and a point to the Spartans. 18-17. We're in the first set. And it's just been back and forth here in this first set. Serving is number 10, Gabriella Galley. Gangle. And the attack by number 11, Elena Evans, is too strong. And it'll be another point for the Giants. And subbing in for the Giants in the back row is going to be number 5, the 8th grader, Katie House. And she'll be serving with the Giants on top by 2, 19-17. There's the serve, a nice diving serve. And a big block at the net there by Marta. Oh no, she's over the net. Yep, she's over the net. And so it'll be a side out and a point to the Spartans. 19-18. Too many unforced errors here. Yeah. All right, and back to serve for the Spartans is number 3, is sophomore Emma Noonan. Here's her serve. Dug out by Osama. Here's the attack by House. Dug out in the back row. Gangle with the free ball across. Katie House up. Russ, Molly House with a little tip pass across. Force line with a tip across. And is able to get it down for a point. And the Giants will be the first ones to 20, I think. Right now the officials talking at the scorer's table. Okay, yes, it is a point for the Giants. So the Giants are up by 2, 20-18 here in this first set. And Lainey Rust will be back to serve. Nice serve into the middle. Gangle. Noonan with a free ball across. Katie House up to Rust. Attack by force line. Beautiful attack by Marta force line in the middle. That's called the ace kill. 21-18. Lainey Rust is a senior. Gangle, pass to Noonan. Gangle with attack, little push pass across. Katie House to Rust, a nice push pass all the way to the back. Gangle over to Evans. Osama up to Rust. House blocked by the Spartans. Noonan, middle attack by Woodman, but it's too strong. Goes out the back, and it'll be another point for the Giants. 22-18. And I think the Spartans are going to take a timeout. Yes. Coach Noonan is going to take her. Nope. Nope. She is asking for a reset, I think, here. Checking to see what everybody's lined up all right. And again, it works just like a timeout. Because it kind of freezes the server a little bit. Okay. And Brian Karish is going to come over and have a talk with Scott Staples and see what the issue is over at the scorer's table. Again, we're in the first set here tonight from the Memorial Gymnasium. The Giants on top, 22-18. This is their first match of the year. Playing the Nashwauk-Keewatin Spartans, who are playing their second match. They won their first match 3-0 on Thursday night against Big Fork. And again, when it's early in the season like this, it's easy for the girls to kind of get messed up in their rotation. Okay, looks like we got everything all lined up. And Lainey Rust will be serving for the Giants with a 4-point lead. Here's the serve, and it goes into the net, and there's that unforced error. And again, like I said, sometimes just asking for a reset like that serves as well as the timeout does. Okay, and back to serve is number 4, Veronica Gangle, the senior. Asama up ahead to Rust. Here's the attack, the left-handed attack there by Reese Hakela is a misfire. And it'll be another point for the Spartans. 22-20. The Giants with a 2-point lead in the first set. Gangle again with the soft serve into the middle. Molly House with a free ball all the way to the back. Noonan with a back set to Gangle and a block at the net by House. Asama up ahead to Rust, a back set to Hakela. And the left-hander attacks it across. Noonan, free ball coming by Woodman. Asama up to Rust. There's the attack by Marta Forsline. It wasn't a pretty attack, but it was effective. And it goes down as a kill. 23-20. And back to serve for the Giants is the freshman number 18, Faith Mano. And it looks like we got a timeout taken by Coach Noonan of the Spartans. And I believe this is her second timeout of this first set, even though it's not up there on the scoreboard. And this is a good timeout. You know, the Giants, all they need is 2 points here to close out this set. And so far, both teams are kind of showing that this is their first match of the year. You know, a lot of unforced errors, a lot of mistakes. But those are all things that can be cleaned up and worked on in practice. And of course, our girls will be back in action again tomorrow night at home here with the Hibbing Blue Jackets coming to town. And of course, on Thursday night, the boys will be having their first football game of the season with Rush City coming in to play here at Mesabi Sports Complex. All right, Faith Mano with the serve, number 18. Nice serve into the middle. Spartans kind of a double hit. Here's a free ball by Gangle. Mano just gets it across. Woodman to Noonan. Here's the attack by the Spartans, dug out nicely there by Mano. And the attack by House, dug out by Gangle in the back. Noonan. Rust, the back set to Hakela. She push passes it. A nice job there by Reese Hakela, seeing that right far side corner is wide open and just tipped the ball over there. And it's game point here for the Giants, 24-20. Mano with the serve. Gangle, Noonan, little push pass across. Nice dig there by Rust. The attack by House. Dug out by Galley. Noonan, Gangle, big block by House. Kind of a double team by Asama and House. And there's your first set. Goes to the Mesabi East Giants, 25-20. All right, so a nice job there by the Giants. They were down early and then came back and won the set, 25-20. So Coach Hinderman gets their first win in the first set of the season. And the girls did a good job. They just hung in there. They didn't panic, but they still got a lot of mistakes that they're going to have to clean up. They've got a lot of unforced errors. They had, well, at least 4 or 5 service errors into the net that I saw, and they had some attacks that went wide left and wide right as well. But so far, Lainey Rust was doing a real nice job getting the sets up there for him to attack, and serve receive has been working well. Dug him out. So we'll see if they can keep the momentum going here in the second set. Okay, and the Spartans had a good rally cry over here and breaking their huddle. And so did the Giants, and the Giants will be serving first here in the second set. And the Giants will be serving from right to the left. Okay, we're just about ready to get the second set started. Scott Staples is checking to make sure that the lineups are all lined up correctly on the floor. And back to serve, her first game action tonight, number 17, the freshman Eliza Pazis will be back to serve. And Mr. Karish gives her the signal to serve. And here's the serve all the way into the back, and it's just a little bit long. It was close. So it'll be a side out and a point to the Spartans, and back to serve is number 3 for the Spartans, Emma Noonan. And there's a serve into the back. Tatiana Baker-Lehman. Little tip across by House. Molly House. There's the set. And the attack. So a nice attack there by number 15, Molly House. And a kill. And we're all tied up 1 apiece. And back to serve is number 18 for the Giants, Faith Mano. Here's a serve into the back. Gangle, Noonan digs it out. Woodman across. Up. And she just tried to manhandle it, and it goes into the net, and it'll be a side out and a point to the Spartans. Veronica Gangle with the serve. Soft serve into the middle, and Molly House can't handle it. Three to 1, the Spartans up here in this second set. Veronica Gangle again with the serve. Nice dig there by Mano. Molly House with the attack across, dug out by Gangle. Noonan. Ava Gangle with the pass across, dug out in the back row there by Katie House. And nice job there, nice kill in the middle by Molly House. So it'll be a side out and a point for the Giants. 3-2, the Giants trail by 1. Molly House, the junior, back to serve, number 15. Nice solid serve into the back. And the Spartans aren't going to be able to handle it. And we're all tied at 3. Oh, nice serve again. Noonan. Gangle with it. Baker-Lehman. Here's the attack. And Katie House can't quite get it to go down, and so it'll be a side out and a point to the Spartans. 4-3, they're on top. Subbing in the front row for the Spartans, number 10, Gabriella Galley. And back to serve is number 18, Gabrielle Woodman. Nice serve. Dug out by Molly House. A little tip across there by Pazis. There's the attack and a kill by number 15, Lily Dazovich of the Spartans. So the Spartans go up by 2 here, 5-3 in the second set. Woodman with the serve. House. Back set to Baker-Lehman. And boy, she gets up high in the air, and she's got such a powerful, powerful attack. And she's only a freshman, so the Giants have got a lot of good young players here. Baker-Lehman with the jump serve. Hits the top of the net, but goes across. Pazis. Attack from the back row by House, dug out by Noonan. Ava Gangle. The attack by number 15, Dazovich. But the Giants can't quite handle it, and it'll go out of bounds for a point. Okay, number 13 checking in the back row for the Giants, Micah Honkala. Giants trailing by 2. Ava Gangle with the serve. Honkala up ahead to Pazis. Attack by House. In it wide right, or wide left, excuse me. Another point, 7-4. And Coach Hinderman trying to get all of her players into the game and getting some game action here. Pazis. House with the attack from the back row, but it goes into the net. Eight to 4. Gangle again with the serve. House. Back set. Attack by Asama, but she didn't get her legs underneath of her, didn't get high enough in the air, and so it goes out the back. 9 to 4. Here's the serve again by Gangle. Mano up to Pazis. House with the pass across. Woodman over to Gangle. Middle attack by Galley is too strong. Oh, it's touched by one of the Giants. So it'll be a side out and a point. 10-4. And with that, Coach Hinderman will take a timeout for the Giants, with the Giants trailing by 6. And this sometimes happens when you bring in a whole lot of different players. Because again, they haven't seen any game action yet this year, this being their first match. So we'll see what the Giants come up with here. Trailing 10-4 in the second set. The Giants won the first set, 25-20. Here's a serve by Gangle. And we got a rotational error by the Giants. So coming out of the timeout, they weren't lined up properly. Okay, and subbing in into the back row for the Giants is number 19, Olivia Suller. Okay, here's the serve. House. Up to Pazes. Push pass by Katie House. Gangle. An attack by Galley goes out of bounds, wide left. And so the Giants finally break the serve. Subbing into the front row for the Giants, number 19, Marta Forsline, and back to serve is number 7, Finley Asama. Here is the serve, a nice serve. Dug out by Noonan. Gangle with the back set. Noonan with the attack. House, the pass. Oh, nice dig by Forsline. And Honkla tried to save it but couldn't. And it'll be a side out and a point for the Spartans. Okay, number 11, Elena Evans checking back into the front row for the Spartans. And back to serve is number 15, Lily Dazovic. Asma with a pass across. Gangle with the set. Dug out nicely by Asma, but she can't get it up to the setter. It'll be another point for the Spartans, 13-5. Lily Dazovic with the serve. Into the middle, House. Can't dig it out. And she's finding that little hole right in the middle of the floor, in that donut hole. And Giants can't dig it out. Dazovic again with the soft serve into the middle. Set up across. Forsline with just a push pass. Gangle. Tack, and it goes into the net, and it'll be a side out and a point to the Giants. 14-6. The Giants got a big hole here to try to come back. Katie House, number 5, with the serve. And it's another service error into the net. Hard to come back on those. 15-6. Okay, substitution for the Spartans, number 14, Gracelyn Hawking checking in, and she'll be serving in the back row. Here's the serve. Dug out by Honkala. Pazes. And a big block at the net. And again, the set was a kind of a poor set that time. 16-6. Hawking serve. Dug out by Asama. Here's the set. The attack by House. And a kill for Molly House from the outside hitter spot. 16-7. All right, and checking into the front row is number 6, Tatiana Baker-Lehman. And back to serve for the Giants is number 17, Eliza Pazis. Pazis. Noonan to Gangle. Little push pass across by the Spartans. Molly House push pass. Noonan. Little tip pass. Nice job by Marta Forsline. Asama to Pazis. Attacked by House. Blocked at the net by the Spartans. They called it a 4-hit. So it'll be a side out and a point to the Spartans. A 10-point lead, 17-7. K number 14, Lainey Rust, checking back into the game for the Giants. And number 3, Emma Noonan back to serve. And we got an ace serve. Giants can't handle it. 18-7. Noonan. Powerful serve into the back. Asama up to Rust. Here's the tech by Lehman and an ace kill by Tatiana Baker-Lehman. Nice job. She gets high in the air and drives that ball down into the floor. 18-8. The senior Marta Forsline back to serve. Jump serve, a little soft serve into the middle and goes into the net. Olivia Suler checking into the back row for the Giants. 19-8. Veronica Gangle with the serve. House up to Rust. And the attack by Asma is into the net. And the Spartans get to that all-important 20-point mark first here in the second set. 20-8. Rust set to House. Little push pass across. Rust. Suler over to Baker-Lehman. She has to free ball it across. And one of the Giants is in the net. So it'll be another point for the Spartans. 21-8. And we got another timeout taken by the Giants with the Spartans on top. 21-8. Well, just way too many unforced errors here in the second set. Giants kind of are beating themselves. Too many rookie mistakes. All right, Veronica Gangle back to serve. Molly House, Delaney Rust, and just can't handle it. And again, there's another error. Another serve. Katie House up to Rust. Push pass by Lehman. Gangle. Big block there by Molly House and Asama at the net. Here's the attack by House. Dug out nicely by Gangle. Noonan with a back set to Ava Gangle. Rust. House to House. And he can't get it to go across. 23-8. Here's the serve by Gangle. Molly House. Back set to Molly House. Little tip pass And it's wide right. Okay, Veronica Gangle trying for game point here. House up to Rust. Middle attack by Baker Lehman. And she gets it to roll over the net and down for a point and a side out. And Molly House will go back to serve with the Giants in a deep, deep hole here in the second set. There's her serve. Gangle at the net. And too many hits there by the Spartans. 24-10. Molly needs to run the side here now. Another powerful serve. Gangle, she's got to carry. Oh. Okay, so it looks like we're going to have a play over. That kind of hurts. I don't know what that means. I don't know. Officials are going to. I don't know what that was about. Okay, so Molly House will be serving again. Gets it into Gangle, digs it out. Noonan. Little push pass across by Woodman. Rust. Middle attack by Osama. Dug out nicely there by Noonan. Attack by Gangle from the back. House up ahead to Rust. The attack by House from the back rows into the net. And the second set will go to the Spartans, 25-10. All right, so we're all tied up at one set apiece here in this first match of the season for the Mesabi Giants. And that was kind of an ugly second set. Well, the Giants are going to need to regroup here now in this third set. Coach Hinderman was trying some different players in that second set, and they kind of got behind, and Nashwauk just wouldn't let them get back into it. And of course, we had a lot of unforced errors. So hopefully we can clean that up a little bit here in the third set. And the Spartans will be serving to start the third set. They just alternate back and forth. Okay, and there's the buzzer. Officials are checking the lineups over. And back to serve, Emma Noonan. And it's too strong, so the Giants will start with a 1-0 lead here in the third set. And back to serve is number 14, Lainey Rust. There's the serve, dug out by Gangle, but you can't quite get it up there for anybody to set it, so the Giants will go up 2-0. Looks like they got a little bit more fire here in this third set. They were pretty flat in the second set. Rust, again, there's those unforced errors, serving it into the net. 2-1, the Giants on top. Veronica Gangle to serve for the Spartans. She serves from the middle of the back row. Reese Hakela up to Rust. Here's the attack by House, a double block by the Spartans at the net. Little free ball all the way to the back, dug out there by, another big block at the net there by Marta Forsline and Molly House teaming up for a big block. And the Giants are up 3-1. And back to serve is Faith Mano for the Giants. She'll serve kind of from the middle. Here's her serve across, dug out by Woodman. Noonan. And we got one of the Giants is in the net. It's like number 12, Reese Hakela. And so it'll be a side out and a point to the Spartans. Giants on top. 3-2 here in this third set. Gabriella Galley checking in the front row for the Spartans, and back to serve is number 18, Gabriella Woodman. Mano up to Rust, a back set to House. Partial block at the net. Oh, and one of the Giants is under the net. So it'll be a point for the Spartans, 3-3. Again, all these unforced errors. Here's the serve, Molly House to Rust. The attack by Asama. Oh, big block. The tip. The Giants can't quite dig it out. Spartans will take the lead here, 4-3. Woodman with the serve. House to Rust with a back set to Molly House. A little tip pass across, dug out by Gangle, Noonan. And there's a nice attack by the Spartans. Asama with the kill for the Giants. So a nice job there by Finley Asama. And back to serve for the Giants is the junior, Molly House. Subbing into the front row is number 6, Tatiana Baker-Lehman for the Giants. Gangle, Noonan. Veronica Gangle with the attack across, and you find that little donut hole in the middle, and the Giants can't quite cover it up. And it'll be a side out and a point to the Spartans. Ava Gangle with the serve. Hakela to Rust. A free ball by Mano, and it goes out of bounds. 6-4 here in this third set. House. Back set. Hakela with the attack, and it's too strong. Out the back. Another point for the Spartans. 7-4. Pass. Rust. Attack by Baker Lehman. Nice job there. Another kill for Baker Lehman. It'll be a side out and a point for the Giants. Giants down by 2, 7-5. Reese Hakela, the junior, the left-hander, up to serve. Nice serve into the middle, dug out by Gangle. And a little misfire at the net. Fridley, she thought she had a nice big block and a kill there and missed it. Yeah. 8-5. Lehman with the attack, but it's too strong. Out the back. 9-5. Lily Dasovich with the serve. House to Rust. Little tip there by Asima. Another tip. Molly House with the pass up to Rust. Attack by Lehman. Blocked at the net by the Spartans. Noonan can't get it across, and it'll be a side out and a point to the Spartans. All right, checking back in the back row, Veronica Gangle for the Spartans. And subbing in for the Giants in the front is number 16, Marta Forsline. And back to serve is number 7, Fridley Asima. Here's her serve. Gangle with it. Ava Gangle. Attack blocked at the net by Forsline. Asima up to Rust. Here's the attack by Lehman. And Spartans can't handle it. So a nice job there by the freshman, Baker Lehman, getting another kill for the Giants. 9-7. Asima with the serve. The attack, and it's too strong, but it's touched by one of the Giants. A tip. So it'll be a side out and a point to the Spartans. Substitution number 14, Gracelyn Hawking, checking in. And she'll be going to the back row to serve. Hawking is a sophomore. Molly House with the pass up ahead. Here's the attack. Dug out by Gangle. Gangle up ahead. A push pass across by Evans. Baker Lehman with an ace kill. So a nice job by Tatiana. And she'll be going back to serve with the Giants trailing by 2, 10-8 here in this third set. And we're all tied up, one set apiece. Here's the serve, Gangle up ahead. Molly House drives it into the net. Okay. And checking in the back row for the Giants is the 8th grader, number 5, Katie House. And back to serve is number 3, Emma Noonan. House with the attack, and she gets a kill. (11-9). The Giants hanging in here close. They just can't seem to quite tie the game up. Lainey Russ, the senior, back to serve, number 14 for the Giants. Ava Gangle to Noonan. Woodman with the free ball across. And the Giants can't quite handle it. And subbing in the front row is Lily Dasovich for the Spartans, and back to serve is number 4, Veronica Gangle. Little soft serve. Hekla with the free ball across. Noonan with a back set to Woodman. Push pass back to Osama to Rust. Little tip pass across. Gangle digs it out. Ava Gangle with the pass across. Oh, and the attack by Force Line is wide left. It'll be a point for the Spartans. 13-9. Here's the serve. Osma up to Rust. Free ball by Hekla across. Noonan. Ava Gangle. Woodman with the attack, but it's touched by one of the Giants. So it'll be another point for the Spartans. 14-9. Veronica Gangle with the serve. Just across the net. Hekla, left-handed attack, dug out by Noonan. Ava Gangle. Over to Dosovic, and the Giants can't handle it. 15-9, and Coach Hinderman will take the timeout here with the Giants trailing 15-9 here in this third set. Well, once again, a lot of unforced errors by the Giants. And all these unforced errors are causing lots of problems. Once again, the Giants took the first set 25-20, and the Spartans came back in the second set 25-10. And now the Spartans are on top 15-9 in the third set. Veronica Gangle serving for the Spartans, number 4. Katie House. Here's the attack, but partially blocked by the Spartans. Push pass by Ava Gangle. And the Giants just can't quite get to the ball. 16-9. House. Little tip pass, cross, free ball. Noonan to Gangle. Middle attack by Woodman. And it's a kill for the Spartans. 17-9. Okay, substitution into the back row for the Giants. Number 18, Faith Mano. Gangle again with the serve. House. Rust. Here's a little push pass across by Hekla. Gangle. Ollie House with the free ball across. Dug out by Gangle. Noonan with the set, attack, and a block at the net by the Giants, but it's no good. That's Lily Dosovic once again with the kill for the Spartans. 18-9. Hekla up to Rust. Here's the attack by House. Blocked by the Spartans. Gangle. Woodman. And it's down. Another kill for Gabriella Woodman. And she's just an 8th grader, as we mentioned earlier. 19-9. And Veronica Gangle is making a big run here. I think she's rattled off about 9 straight points. Free ball across. Gangle to Noonan. Back set to Ava Gangle. Rust has a case where Faith Mano just kind of did a free ball, went over the net, and it dropped in the donut hole. But in any case, it's a side out for the Giants. Faith will go back to serve, and subbing into the front row will be Finley Asama. Here's the serve. Set. Gangle with a free ball across. Another free ball across by the Giants. Noonan. Free ball by Dosovic. House with a semi-attack into the middle. And it's another point for the Giants. 19-11. Trailing by 8 here in this third set. Can we make a comeback? Here's the serve into the back row, dug out there by Gangle. A little push pass across into the middle. Big blocks at the net. Woodman all the way into the back, dug out by Manaw. Little tip across by Asama. Mano to Rust. Here's the attack by House. And she's down for the kill. So a nice job by Molly House finding that left corner here on this side for an ace kill. 19-12. Gangle to Noonan. Oh, can they save it? There's the free ball. They did. Gangle, Woodman with the attack. Big block at the net, but it goes down on the Giants side. So it'll be a side out and a point to the Spartans, and they'll reach that all-important 20-point mark first here, 20-12 in this third set. And subbing in the front row is number 10, Gabriella Galley, and back to serve is number 18, Gabriella Woodman. And somebody in the Spartans was in the net. It looks like numbers. I couldn't tell what number he gave. In any case, it's a side out and a point to the Giants. 20-13. Molly House back to serve. Tatiana Baker-Lehman checking in into the front row for the Giants. There's the serve. Woodman. Lehman. Here's the back set. Rust. Mano. Lehman, or excuse me, Hekla with the pass across. Nope. It's going to be a point for the Giants. 4 hits for the Spartans. 20-14. The Giants down by 6 here in this third set. House serving. Nice, powerful serve, and Gangle can't dig it out, so there's an ace serve from Molly House. And the serve is wide left. It'll be another point for the Spartans in the side out. 21-15. Ava Gangle with the serve for the Spartans. Soft serve into the middle. Noonan across. Hekla to Rust. Nope. It goes up and hits in the rafters. It's got to come back on the same side. So it'll be another point for the Spartans. 22-15 here in this third set. Ava Gangle with the serve. Hekla up to Rust. Attack from the back row. And we get a kill from Molly House from in the back. 22-16. Giants just can't seem to close this gap. Reese Hekla with the serve. Noonan, back serve by, or set, excuse me. Nice job by the Giants to dig it out. Dosovic. Hekla to Rust. Baker-Lehman, but it's into the net. There'll be another point for the Spartans. 23-16. Number 15, Lily Dasovich with the serve. Hakala. Oh, nice job by Rainey Lust. Just caught the Spartans off. They weren't expecting that. All right, Marta Forsline checking in into the front row. Number 7, Fridley Asama with the serve. Soft serve into the middle. And it's going to be an ace serve. Ball goes out of bounds. 23-18. The Giants need a run right here. Second serve into the middle again. There's the attack by Evans, and it's long. Out the back. 23-19. And we're going to have a timeout taken by Coach Noonan of the Spartans. With the Spartans up 23-19 here in this third set. All right, so the Giants are trying to make a comeback here. And again, the Giants had so many unforced errors here in this third set, and they've paid for it. Okay, here's the serve. Oh, and we just got unlucky. They really didn't dig it out, but it just rolled over the net and down, and the Giants couldn't dig it out. So game point for the Spartans here. 24-19 with number 14, Gracelyn Hawking checking in to serve. Hakala. Back row attack. Then it's down for a point here for the Giants. 24-20. Close as they've been here, 4 points. But they can't make any mistakes here. They got to get 4 in a row. Baker Lehman with the serve. It's too strong. It goes out the back. And the Spartans will take the third set, 25-20. All right, the Giants are going to have to put their rally caps on here now in the fourth set. This is a do or die set for them. If they want to keep the match going, and they're going to have to win it. All right, and the players come back out onto the floor. Ryan Karich will climb up into the ladder or into the cage here. Okay, back to serve is number 17 for the Giants is Eliza Pazis. Little push pass across, Pazis over to House. And the attack by House is into the net, and it'll be a side out and a point to the Spartans here to start the fourth set. Back to serve is number 3, Emma Noonan. Noonan with the serve. Attack by House again is into the net. 2-0 Spartans. And the serve is wide right. And the unforced error here gives the Giants the point. And back to serve will be number 18, Faith Mano. Mano with the serve. And up at the net and goes over the net instead of a block. Be a side out and a point to the Spartans. 3-1. Subbing in the front row is Lily Dasovic for the Spartans, and back to serve is number 4, Veronica Gangle. Attack by Asama. She gets a kill, so a nice job there by Fridley, finding that back corner and getting the point. Okay, and subbing in the front row is number 6, Tatiana Baker-Lehman. Back to serve is Molly House, number 15. Gangle, Noonan, little push pass by Workman. And we got an ace. So a nice job there by Reese Hakela with the kill. We're tied up 3-3 here in the fourth set. House with the serve, and it's too strong out the back. Another unforced error by Molly House. Gabriella Woodman back to serve for the Spartans. Checking in front row number 10, Gabriella Galley. Hakela up to Pazis. There's the attack by Baker-Lehman. House, Pazis, Hakela. Oh man, that tape has not been very good to us here tonight. It just seems like it rolls down on our side of the net and he can't dig it out. 5-3. Spartans on top in the fourth set. House up to Pazis. Here's the attack by Lehman. Too strong out the back. 6-3. Pazis. Attack by Asama is good. Down for the kill. Ridley Asama, the kill for the Giants. And back to serve is number 12, Reese Hakela. Giants trailing by 2 in the fourth set, 6-4. Soft serve into the middle, dug out by Gangle. Noonan over to Ava Gangle. Hekla with the dig in the back row. Attack from Molly House, dug out by Gangle in the back, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be another point for the Giants, 6-5. Here's the serve. Little tip across there by Asama. Oh, nice dig there by Gangle in the back row. Noonan. And the Spartans can't bring it across. And the Giants tie it up here, 6-6 in the fourth set. Hekla, the left-hander with the serve. Gangle with the dig. Noonan. Push pass across. By Galley goes out the back. And the Giants will take their first lead of the fourth set, 7-6. Substitution number 14. Galen Hawking checking in for the Spartans in the front row. Hekla with the serve to the middle. Woodman, Noonan. And a big block there by Asama. Back set to Noonan. House up to Pezis. Little push pass across by Asama. Gangle, oh, big block there by Lehman at the net. Nice dig there by Hekla. Push pass into the back. Nice job there by Baker Lehman, seeing that in near corner here was open. Nice push pass. Giants up by 2, 8-6. Here's the serve by Hekla. Woodman up ahead to Noonan. Oh, big block at the net. Yeah, it was number 6. Baker Lehman was in the net, however. And so it'll be a side out and a point to the Spartans. 8-7. Ava Gangle with the serve. Molly House back set to Asama. And she's going to get a kill. So a nice job there by Fridley. Asama getting high in the air and driving that ball into the floor for an ace kill. Marta Forstline checking in the front row for the Giants, and back to serve is Fridley Asama. Nice serve into the back. Noonan to Hekla. Piazas, a little push pass across. And one of the Spartans, looks like number 4 or number. All right, timeout here taken by the Spartans with the Giants on top, 10-7 here in this fourth set. And Coach Noonan trying to make sure that the Giants don't get too big of a lead on her team here. So it's an excellent timeout. All right, we're in the fourth set here tonight from the Memorial Gymnasium in Aurora. Giants took the first set 25-20, and it's been all Spartans ever since the Spartans came back and won the second set 25-10 and won the third set 25-20. But the Giants making a push here in this fourth set now, trying to stay alive with Fridley Asama serving. Findley Asama. Here's a nice serve into the middle. Woodman with it to Gangle. Little push pass across by Noonan. Hekla up to Piazas. Middle attack. He's dug out another big block by Marta Forstline in the middle. So Marta showing herself here really strong in the middle here right now with a big attack and a big block. And the Giants with their largest lead of the set. 4 points, 11-7. Finley Asama with the serve. Another kill in the middle by Forstline. That ball came across. She knew exactly what to do with it. 12-7. Here's the serve. Noonan to Gangle. Noonan with the attack. Asma to Hekla. Attacked by Baker Lehman. Going off the back row. There'll be another point for the Giants. 13-7. Another substitution here. Number 7, Elliot Kackman checking in the back row for the Spartans. Her first game action tonight. Here's her pass to Gangle. Noonan with the attack across. House with the pass up ahead to Pazes. Attack by Lehman. She got up high with the kill. So a nice job there by Tatiana Baker Lehman, getting high in the air and driving that ball down into the floor. Another substitution for the Spartans, number 10, Gabriella Galley checking in. Coach Noonan doing whatever she can, trying to get different bodies into the game here to try to break the serve. Nice serve into the back. And a little mix up of communication. And it's going to be another point for the Giants. 15-7. Finley Asama with some great serves. Gangle, Dasovic, and it's too strong, goes out the back. 16-7. Giants getting exactly what they needed here in this fourth set. Oh, there's a big save. Hekla to Pazis. Middle attack by Marta Forstline, and there's the kill. 17-7. Another serve, another ace serve. Nice job there by Finley, finding that donut hole in the middle. And Coach Noonan will have to take her second and final timeout here with the Giants on top. 18-7 in the fourth set. So beautiful job there by the freshman, Finley Asama, with the serves. She's rattled off at least 11 straight points here. Okay, here's the serve, dug out there by Noonan. Gangle with the back set. Little push pass across by number 15, Lily Dasovic, and that breaks the serve here of the Giants. But the Giants up by 10, 18-8, and Dasovic will be back to serve for the Spartans. And her serve goes into the net, so an unforced error right away gives the ball back to the Giants with a 19-8 lead. And subbing in into the back row to serve for the Giants is the 8th grader, Katie House. And another substitution, number 20, Brianna Dahl. She's getting her first action tonight. She'll sub in the front row. Here's the serve by House. Nice serve into the back row. Gangle. Attack by Evans, and it's too strong. And the Giants get to that 20-point mark first here in this fourth set. Here's the serve, a soft serve into the middle. Beautiful job hitting that donut hole right in the middle. Nice serve there by the 8th grader, 21-8. A solid serve into the back, another ace. Back-to-back ace serves by Katie House. 22-8. Another substitution, number 18, Gabriella Woodman checking back in the back row for the Spartans. Here's the serve, Woodman up to Gangle. Here's the attack by Evans. Asama, free ball coming across. Gangle with the back set to Noonan. And it's too strong, goes out the back. 23-8. Here's the serve into the back. Evans to Gangle. Evans with the attack. Big block. Big block by Marta Forceline at the net. And Pazis is all excited there. Kind of a double block, if you will. First varsity action for some of these girls. Off the tape. And there you go. So a nice job by the Giants. They did what they had to do here in this fourth set. They came up big with some good solid serving and good communication and were able to knock the Spartans off. 25-8, I believe it was, correct? Yeah, 25-8. All right, so we're going to go to this all-important fifth set here, and it'll be a 15-point match, first one to 15. So this goes very quickly, and it's a game of fives. You want to get to the first five first, and then the second five, and then finish it off for the win. So Giants going the distance here in this first match of the year. All tied up 2-2. And some real nice serves there by Finley Asama. She rattled off, I think, 10 or 11 straight points in a row. And then the 8th grader, Katie House, came in and finished it off with 7 straight of her own. All right, it's anybody's game here now in the fifth set. I think they're going to have a coin flip again to see who will serve first on this. Again, it's the first match of the year for the Giants. And, they've kind of played like it's the first match of the year. A lot of unforced errors. But they came back big here in the fourth set to take this to a fifth and final set. For the Spartans, this is their second match of the season. They won the first match of the year against Big Fork, 3-0. Okay. Both teams are back out on the floor here, about 20 seconds to go. All right, it looks like the Giants are going to be serving. They won the toss, so the Giants will be serving first, and back to serve is number 17, Eliza Pazis. Eliza is a freshman. There's her serve into the back row. Gangle up to Noonan. Middle attack by Evans, and the Giants can't dig it out. So the Spartans will strike first here, the first point of the 5th set. Emma Noonan, number 3, will serve. Emma is a sophomore. Here's the serve into the middle. Asma up to Pazis. Middle attack by Force Line is dug out. Another attack. And the Spartans will take the lead 2-0 here in this 5th set. Okay, now the Giants gotta be careful here now, and we can't let this get too far ahead. There's a little push pass across. Hakela with a push pass into the back. Noonan up ahead to Evans. Dug out by House. Asma. Push pass across by Katie House. And Gangle can't handle it, and there'll be a side out and a point to the Giants. So that was a big play here by the Giants. Again, only playing up to 15, so it's a fast game. Faith Mano with the serve into the back row. Gangle to Woodman. Gangle with a little soft tip across, and it goes into the donut hole, and there'll be a side out and a point for the Spartans. 3-1. And back to serve is Veronica Gangle. Veronica with the serve. Mano. And Pazis' set is too close to the net. Doesn't give the Giants a chance to attack it at all. 4-1. Gangle with the serve from the middle in the back. Molly House. Pazis, a nice little quick pass across. That was perfect. Just a perfect tip across. And the Spartans couldn't react to it quick enough, and it'll be a side out and a point for the Giants. And subbing in the front row, Tatiana Baker-Lehman. Molly House back to serve for the Giants. Hard serve. Gangle with the free ball across, dug out by Asama. And again, the set is not where it needs to be. And it's going to be a point for the Spartans. 5-2. Substitution for the Spartans, number 10. Gabriella Galley checking in the front, and back to serve is number 18, Gabriella Woodman. Woodman serve, House up to Pazis. Middle attack from the back, dug out by Noonan. Gangle. Devancic. Hakela with just a push pass across. Woodman. Gangle with a pass. Oh, nice job there by Mano. Pazis, Mano again. Baker-Lehman with the attack. Gangle with a pass up ahead. House. Middle attack by Asma, dug out by Noonan. Nice volley here by both sides. Gangle to Noonan. And the attack by Dasovic goes out the back. It'll be a side out and a point to the Giants. Okay, the Giants within 2, 5-3 here. We're in the 5th set. House with the serve. Into the back, an ace serve. Woodman can't quite handle it. And the Giants are within 1. Okay, and we got an official's timeout here. Again, he's checking the rotation of the Spartans. And that was one of the hardest things because you've got your outside hitters and you got your middle hitters and they're rotating, but yet they got to start in the right spot to begin with. Okay. Giants within 1, trailing 5-4. House with the serve to the back row. There's a tip. Another tip at the net. Gangle to Noonan. Gangle with a push pass across. Pezis, here's the attack by Lehman, blocked at the net. Oh, it didn't go across apparently, so it'll be a side out and a point to the Spartans. 6-4. Okay, and we're going to have a substitution coming in, number 14. Gracelyn Hawking, and she'll be serving. There's the serve, and it's too strong out the back. One of those unforced errors. And okay, and it should be a point for the Giants. There it is. Okay, Gangle. Little push pass across. And we got a double hit. And it'll be a point for the Giants. We're all tied up, 6-6. And nobody's keeping track of the volleyball here. Everybody's kind of sleeping. Okay, Reese Hakela back to serve the junior, the left-hander. And again, we've got a problem with the rotation. And again, it's acting like a timeout here and kind of freezing our server. But Reese gets the serve across. Gangle. Noonan with a little push pass across. Dug out by Hakela. Pezis to Baker Lehman. Gangle with it. Noonan digs it out. Veronica Gangle gets it across. Nice job by the Giants to recover. Gangle to Noonan. Middle attack by Woodman. Oh, and it's down for a kill. Again, nobody home in the back row. And so it'll be a side out and a point to the Spartans, up by 1, 7-6 here in the fifth set. Number 15, Lily Dazovic to serve. She'll serve from the middle in the back. Soft serve into the middle. Attack by Asama. Nice job there by Finley Asama with a kill for the Giants. Ties it up at 7 apiece, and that puts Marta Forsline into the game up in the front row. Finley will serve. Nice serve into the corner, and the Spartans can't handle it. Ace serve. Giants go up by 1, 8-7, and we got a timeout taken by Coach Newman with the Giants on top, 8-7 here in the fifth set. And again, when you're only playing to 15, you cannot let a team get too far ahead. All right, so the Giants doing what they need to do. They've kind of, I don't want to jinx them here, but they've kind of cleaned up their serving and have been able to get the serves over in the last 2 sets here. That makes all the difference in the world, because now you put the pressure on the other team to dig it out and bring it back. Okay, and the Spartans taking all the time in the huddle. Okay, so now they're checking to make sure they got their rotation right. And again, when you sub in a lot of players like she does, you know, it's hard to keep that rotation in order. Okay, and back to serve for the Giants is number 7, the freshman, Finley Asaman. Here's her serve. And got an ace. Spartans can't handle it, so nice job there by Finley getting that serve over. Up and trying to get too fancy and trying to hit that line. You know, in a game like this, you can't do it. You got to get it in. All right, so the Giants up by 1, 9-8, and back to serve is number 14, Graceland Hawking for the Spartans. Oh, nice job there by Pazes to quick set it across. Oh, the Giants are just out of sync there on that. We're all tied up, 9-9 here in the fifth set. Hawking with the serve. And it's too strong. It goes out the back, so an unforced error gives the Giants the lead, 10-9. Subbing back into the game for the Giants is number 5, the 8th grader, Katie House. And a solid serve, Noonan to Gangle. Push pass across by Woodman. Pazis over to Molly House, dug out by Gangle. The Spartans can't dig it out. Good hustle there by Emma Noonan trying to save it, but she can't do it. And the Giants go up by 2, 11-9. Here's another powerful serve into the back. Spartans can't handle it. 12-9. And we got another timeout taken by Coach Noonan with the Giants on top. 12-9 here in the fifth set. All right. So the Giants, they just got to keep up the strength of their serving here. Coach Noonan has used her last timeout, so she's out of the game as far as being able to call timeouts, but she can do other things like subbing to try to break the momentum. Okay, the eighth grader back to serve. Number 5, Katie House, serving from the middle in the back. Another solid serve into the back. Noonan, free ball by Evans, dug out by House, Pazis, middle attack by Forceline, and they got a call. Somebody's in the net for the Spartans. So it'll be 13-9. Another solid serve into the back. Noonan. Ava Gango with the free ball into the back. Asma up ahead to Pazis. Here's the attack by Molly House. Dug out by the Spartans. Noonan. Workman, a big block by Marta Forceline. House. Tip across. Oh, and we got game point. 14-9. And a nice soft serve into the middle. Here's the attack. Big block. Oh, and it's blocked out of bounds. Nope. Wishful thinking there on their scorekeeper's part. The ball is blocked out of bounds. Okay, back to serve is Emma Noonan. Hekla up to Pazis. Here's the attack by House, and there it is. There's the game point. The Giants will take the match here tonight. 3-2, winning 15-10 here in the fifth set. All right, so the Giants will go to 1-0 on the season. The Nashwauk-Keewatin Spartans will fall to 1-1. The Giants will be back in action tomorrow night against Hibbing right here at home. However, we will not be filming tomorrow night. We will be filming on Thursday night with the Giants taking on the Rush City in a football game. So for my wife Christy on the camera, I want to thank you all for joining us tonight. Have a great evening. Good night, everybody.